Hey there, Jamie Rubase here. I just wanted to walk you guys through a really fun edit that I did for this image. So when I walked into this house, I noticed this room right off the bat because the front door is right back here, and there was this beautiful little pocket of light here, and they had this lounge chair here. So I knew that I wanted to shoot in this area. And what I wanted to do in the edit was really play up some of the shadows and the light here and make it kind of like a really moody, dramatic edit. So I just thought it'd be fun to show you guys how I did that. For this image, I used a Tribe Archipelago preset to start out. It's the LXC preset 03. So I just went ahead and applied that, and then I used the auto feature to help straighten out my lines a little bit. And then I crop this in just a tiny bit so we don't see as much of this highlighted area back here. And then they're situated on the left side of the rule of thirds grid. It's a little bit on the warm side, so I'm just going to take down the temperature a little bit more. And then her skin, because she's like super tan and he's a lot fairer, her skin picks up a lot of orange, so I'm just decreasing the orange saturation a little so it's not quite so orange in the image. And then let's take a look at my lines a little bit more. I'm just going to straighten out my vertical line just a touch. I want to be really careful though, because this toe is right on the edge down here, so I don't want to go too much. I'm going to get rid of the grain for now, and then I want to add a vignette to this because it's really going to help already shift some of this light and create some great shadows here. So we're going to bring this vignette in, and I'm going to bring my feather slider all the way over so I can kind of see where my vignette is located here, and then we can feather it back out. So I have it at -23 amount, and then if I toggle off and on, you can already see we're kind of shifting some of that light a little bit and creating this beautiful little pocket of light here. But I'm going to take it one step further, and I'm going to grab a graduated filter, and I'm going to come in kind of tight on this side with my graduated filter, and I'm going to decrease highlights all the way down, and I'm going to decrease whites a little bit. I don't want to decrease too much because it might make it look kind of unnatural, so maybe just take whites a little bit down, and that way this part of the image here is not so bright. It's not standing out as like this bright spot. Let me bring highlights back up just a little bit. So if we toggle off and on, we're just kind of minimizing the brightness of that corner a bit. And I might even change the direction of this because I don't need it so much down here, just right in this area. Graduate that out more so it's just a little bit blended a little bit better. And I'm just going to crop this in a tiny bit more on the left hand side because this is peeking through over here. I didn't like that. There we go. And then from here, I'm just going to take a radial filter, and we're going to decrease shadows. And I want to make sure I'm applying it to the outside of the filter, not the inside. So I'm going to uncheck this invert box, and then you can see it's really darkening some of the shadows in the outsides of the image. You can see kind of where that's applied, so I'm really just keeping it off of them. And I don't want to go too dark because I don't want to lose some detail, but I definitely want to make this more moody. So have it at -30. If I toggle off and on, I think that looks pretty good. And then I'm going to go ahead and apply a little grain filter to this. It's my own grain adjustments, which is just 20 grain, 42 size, 46 roughness. And then we're going to sharpen it up a little bit as well. I might even go 50. And I'm going to keep noise reduction off because we want some of that awesome noise and grain in there. And then if I do a quick before and after, you can see that we've really kind of shifted the light with some of the filters that we use to create this beautiful little pocket of light right here. It just kind of emphasizes the light that's already happening, but we're just kind of manipulating it a little bit with our adjustments.